I might have just finished chapter 15. In all reality, it was a very short chapter, and again, I underwrite, so not that surprising, but I just got in a really good flow state and I kept going. Good stuff. I ended up writing 556 words. Not bad, especially since that's gonna double probably by the end of the final draft. That makes me feel good. If all of the chapters are gonna be as easy to write as this one, then we might actually get caught up this week. Okay, but like, real talk, can we talk for a minute? The problem is that Camp Nano is coming up, right? And I kind of want to work on a new project while I let the first draft of T.O.B just sit for a bit. And I just keep thinking of ideas that like I want to work on for this new project that I'm brainstorming. Ooh. I should have, I believe, already have posted my Camp Nano plans video, so you should know all about that project. If you don't, I will link it up and down below so you can check it out if you're interested. But like, I just keep getting all of these little like exciting nuggets, and I want to work on that book, but I'm like, no, you have to finish this one. It's gonna get real.
It's gonna get real.
Are you already sweaty? I'm already sweaty.
Not at all. I'm not on the beat.
Oh, you're funny. You can pick any of them. They're gonna look just as pretty in second place.
May the best man, woman, or project have.
We're bipeds, babe.
You're in first place.
Eat my litters.
We're Cheeseland.
How cheesy.
Good on you, mate.
Get out.
If you're not first, you're last. You quit!
Wait, no!
Are you quit?
No,
You quit!
No, I didn't
You
mean to.
quit! She cheated! I let you wreck her show. She just cheated. She just quit.
Still love me.
Do I still love you?
Yes.
I'm putting this shoe on just so that way every time I roll past you, I can put my foot up your butt. Good shot!
Howdy friends, it's Tuesday and I just finished chapter 17. I really lucked out because chapter 16 and 17 are both very short. Chapter 18 is my climax chapter, so it's gonna be large and in charge. But since I finished 17, I thought I would fill out my little tracker thing and live time with you. I ran into that problem again where I just really wanted the dialogue to be perfect. I don't know why I do this so much. I'm like, everything else about the story can change, but the dialogue has to stay the same from my draft 0 into the final. Why do I do this to myself? But this last chapter was so fun to draft because it's like, it is the part of the book, if you have like a big twist in your book, where I'm hoping the reader gets the twist like a second before my main character gets the twist, and it's just kind of like everything is being hinted at, and like I hope that this point of the book is just like, you're getting so many questions, like you just have to get the answer and you're getting excited. I don't know. I hope that's how it goes. There we go, folks. That's the progress. We're doing it. I just like, I don't know, I'm just really excited because like I know the book is so crappy right now, like it's in such bad shape, but every time I read over what I wrote, I just like, I look at it for its potential and I'm like, oh, this could be so good. Like 3 or 4 drafts from now, this is gonna be a banger. I actually did a really smart thing this week too, where I pre-filmed and edited all of my videos by Sunday night. So Monday I don't have anything to do but keep up with comments and like obviously film this vlog, but other than that it's like writing. That's all I have to do. So like I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm really hoping I can maybe finish this book this week. Oh, that would be so exciting. Oh my gosh, I just want to be done with it so that I can put it aside and let it rest for a hot second, and I can start brainstorming my Camp Nano project, and then like after a couple weeks of brainstorming that, like come back to T.O.B with fresh eyes and like dig into that act 2 and actually make this baby shine and like read like a real book. I just keep thinking like if a publisher likes The Glass Witch and they buy The Glass Witch, like they're gonna love T.O.B. I mean, it's like a little bit different of a vibe. It's not a contemporary fantasy. It's a like, I don't know, gothic? Is it a gothic middle grade? I mean, it does take place in a haunted mansion. So anyways, the vibe is a little bit different. This one is a little bit darker. It is hopefully a little bit more humorous. I don't know. And like, I'm really having to work hard to like build those mystery and plot twist and like thriller vibes. Like, I have never written anything that has such a heavy mystery element, and I'm really excited to see if I can like learn how to do it well and pull it off. And I feel like if I could do it in this book, then I can branch out for my nano project that is also gonna be like a very heavy mystery, like horror gothic vibe. Oh my gosh. And like, if I could do it then maybe one day I could write like a thriller. I could make a whole video about this, but like, honestly, since now I'm on submission, like I just keep thinking about like my author brand and how I don't almost want to like pigeonhole myself into a brand yet, because I feel like I just started my writing journey. Like, I've written, I mean seriously, like with the intent of publication, I've written 1 YA fantasy and 1 middle grade contemporary fantasy. I want to write a thriller, and I want to write like an adult literary, and I want to write a horror. Like, I have so many things I want to write, and I kind of wish I was the type of person who just like loved one thing and only read one genre, because then I feel like my life would be so much easier. But I love so many genres. I love reading them, and I want to try writing them, like just to see if I can. But I was thinking about this the other day, and my brand 100% is, because I want to write in adult, middle grade, and YA, but I want my brand to just be spooky, messy girls. Like that's my brand. And I will write that across all age categories. And I think that's fine. And if that manifests in a fantasy or a thriller or what have you, like, hopefully I can pull audiences in and they, you know, love me, and publishers still buy my stuff. I don't know. There's always new stressors when you get to like new levels in your career. Holly Root from like my agency, she always says new level, new devil, right? Like, every time you level up, you have new problems that you didn't have before, but they're still like valid problems. So now it's just like branding and marketing and like, you know, just all this stuff that I didn't have to worry about when I was just querying. Now it's like, oof. New level, new devil. Anyways, that was enough of my existential crisis. I'm feeling good, so I might actually end up writing more. Maybe? I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself. I've noticed in these vlogs, if you've noticed the trend, like I have, Mondays and Tuesdays, killer, productive. Wednesdays, all hell breaks loose. So like, who knows what's gonna happen the rest of the week. Good morning, children. It's Wednesday, and I'm alive so far. I feel like we have to talk in hushed tones, and I have to tiptoe around all of my illnesses so they don't wake up. But I'm feeling really good this morning. I've already done some stretching and some meditating, and I'm having my first cup of coffee, and I'm just ready to get the day started. I do have some updates though. Guys, last night I finished all of chapter 17, which I thought was my climax. It's like the lead up to the climax, so it's not the full thing. That was such a fun, oh my gosh, that was such a fun chapter to write. That is all, like, not all, but like a lot of the reveals, like the big stuff. In fact, right now in the current way the book is written, it's like the villain monologue, and there was a lot. Like, I had to copy and paste in 3 pages of notes because there was so much that had to be explained, like, through my villain. And like, yes, I'll have to find a better, more exciting way to do that than have my villain just talk for 6 pages straight. But right now in a draft 0, it's fine. When that like dark roast black coffee hits your bloodstream, it's like heroin, man. Not that I would know what that feels like, but this is gonna sound so funny, but I actually was slightly overwhelmed with how much information that my villain had to reveal, and in what way naturally to reveal that information. So I watched like 2 different villain reveal monologues. I watched the one from Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, and I watched Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the Quirrell's little spiel, and I actually found that incredibly helpful. Like, that was really great, the back and forth between the main character and the villain, like what questions the main character would ask to prompt the villain to further tell more things. It was very helpful. I feel like half of my writing in these early stages is really just watching movies and like copying what movies do, and then over the revisions turning it into like my own thing. I'm such an imposter. Oh my gosh. Hi Wiener. Can I hold her? It's the Wiener. Does her look grumpy? She's purring even though she looks grumpy. This is a moment for the books because she never lets me hold her. See, that wasn't so bad. Half of having animals is just forcing your love on them unconsensually. But I'm super excited because this means I only have 3 chapters left. I have the true climax where my character has her, you know, revelation, changes her ways, that kind of stuff. Then, you know, I have it so that the plot climax and the character arc climax like kind of coincide. I think that, like, just personally, I think stories are most impactful when you can make those 2 arcs like at the same time. So I have that happening. I have the plot, all of it, all of the culmination of the ghost and the mysteries and all that like come together like And then 19 and 20 are going to be like the falling actions, resolutions. Is it called denouement? Is that the right term? I don't know. If you guys are ever wondering what it looks like to be a writer, like how glamorous it is, this is what I write in. Turd bun, grandma glasses chains, trailer park pajamas, oversized sweater, pants that are also oversized and fit me like 40 pounds ago, socks. This is how I'm writing the Pulitzer Prize winner, y'all. It's Thursday. I survived. Woo, woo, woo. I'm still working on chapter 18. It's been like 3 hours. This is just a never-ending chapter. Look at my hair. This is where my brain is at this time. I haven't even gotten to the meat climaxy part of the chapter. We're still doing like the introduction, conversation, reveal stuff that was supposed to happen in the last chapter. I made the executive decision to move it to this chapter and now I'm paying for it. It's taking forever to actually get to the action. Today is one of those days where I am repeatedly telling myself, literally with every time I finish a sentence, it does not have to be perfect, it just has to exist. So this is what you're getting today. Lucky you. How does one even look cute? Lizelle, how do you look cute wearing these? I can't do it. By the way, it is, geez, what is it? It's Tuesday? It's Tuesday, March 30th. It's been a while. No need to really catch you up on what happened. I had a couple pain flares. It's fine, here we are. Currently, where I'm at in T.O.B, I have finished my second to last chapter and I'm hoping to finish the whole thing today. My climax chapter that I was complaining about was an absolute doozy. It's a mess, which is fine. It's the first draft, but I mean, draft 2 Lindsay is really gonna hate draft 1 Lindsay, if you know what I mean. But we got it over with, we got it done, we got the bare bones down, it's fine. We'll make it better later. It was just a really big chapter. It was really overwhelming. There was a lot of things, a lot of moving parts to figure out, not only how they were gonna happen, but in what order they needed to happen, which I think is like one of the biggest hang-ups for me while drafting is like I have 5 pieces of information I know that need to go in the chapter, like in which way should they happen. But my last chapter should be fun, it should be easy, it's kind of wrapping everything up. There's some funny stuff, there's some good conversations, and I think it's a relatively short chapter. I did realize last night that this isn't actually going to be the last chapter in the book. I need some part of the book where the narrator is like, yo, this is who I was all along, because I did that in the beginning And then I just realized, oh, I guess I never tell you who the narrator is and why the story was told in the perspective of the narrator. That might be a good idea to do, Lindsay. And since this is a completely new thought, like I obviously have not brainstormed, outlined anything about it, it might take a little bit longer, or it just might be, you know, in outline, brainstormy bullet point form at this point in this draft, and I might just leave it like that while I like stew over it while I take a break from the novel. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Anyways, I want to end this clip because I hate this. It just didn't work. It didn't work, okay? It didn't work. And I will be back with updates. So I took that mess out of my hair and just put on a comfy sweatshirt. And I'm gonna write the book. I'm gonna finish it. Woohoo! Okay, so I finished the last chapter and now I'm working on the epilogue. And guys, like, this is like like gut punching me. It's like a little bit more sad than I thought it would be. Like, okay, not so much finishing the book. I'm talking about like the material that I'm writing is kind of sad. I mentioned how I didn't know exactly what was going to go in the epilogue. I knew that was where the narrator of the story was going to reveal themselves, because I think I've mentioned the narrator is one of the characters in the book, but you don't know who, and you don't know why they're telling the story, and you don't know who they're telling the story to. And it's all being revealed in the epilogue, and I'm writing it and I was like, wow, this is actually sad. I guess I didn't realize it was gonna be this like bittersweet and melancholy. Like, it doesn't necessarily have like a super happy ending. Like, it is a happy ending, but like, I mean, it's the kind of endings that I really like, that are bittersweet. Now that I'm writing it, like, this book has a very large theme of death that I didn't really know I was going to be exploring so deeply. Like, I think that that's a really good thing to explore, especially in middle grade, because, you know, kids are probably experiencing the death of their grandparents or loved ones or whoever for the first time at this age. So I think it's a good thing to be exploring, but I didn't know I would be exploring it so much. So it's just, yeah. Wow, okay. There was a scene when I was writing the last chapter, like, I kind of got a little low-key emotional. Like, I didn't cry, but I definitely felt like that, like in your throat, where you feel like you have like stones in your throat. I was like, oh, this is kind of sad. I think the story has like a fun, exciting, kind of goofy tone to it, but then at the same time it is a little bit more serious at times. So I feel like ending with the epilogue on the note that I am, it like kind of brings it down to that like more serious, like, this is the moral of the story. I hope it leaves my readers leaves them with something, because I want them to have a good time and be laughing and excited and like shocked by the plot twists while reading it. But when it's over, I want them to remember like the takeaway message. So even though this is like a little bit more emotional than I thought it would be, I think I really am liking where this is going. Let's just finish it together right now. Let's see, where was I? Oh, this is sad. I just thought of something to add in and I was like, oh, that's good. And then I was like, no, that's so sad. Oh, we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself, let alone children? All right, let's type the end together. Are we ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do it. All right. Deep breath. We did it! I finished a book! I finished my third book. I finished my third book! Oh my gosh! Oh, oh my gosh. We did it. We freaking did it. Word count, let's see what we got. So we are at 22,173, which actually that is a bigger first draft word count than what I had with the Glass Witch. I only had 21,000. So interesting stuff. I'm assuming this is gonna double by the time I actually write this book in, you know, book form. Oh my gosh, wild. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did it. I have a lot of feelings about this book. I've always felt very excited when I finish books, and maybe it's just because this one ends so like bittersweet. I'm just like, huh? But also because I think that this book is like really, really personal to me in a lot of ways, with like the whole learning your worth as a disabled person. It's like, it's just like it hits a little bit harder. And right now I'm actually feeling a little sad. Like I feel melancholy, like that. How the book ends is how I'm feeling on the inside, which I guess like is a good thing. Like, you know, I want emotions when I read a story, so I guess it's good to have emotions when you write a story too. I'm so excited. I can't believe, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wrote that. Like, when did I write that? It's all a blur. Oh, I'm so excited for this one, you guys. Is this the best thing I've ever written? I mean, it's a mess right now. It's a mess right now. Don't get me wrong, it's a mess. But like the potential energy of this book. Oh, I'm having so many feelings right now. I'm very happy. I feel really proud of myself right now. Yeah, so the next step is we're gonna set this aside and let it sit for a bit. We're gonna take a break. And then it's Camp Nano in just like 2 days. So, you know, I get to take a break. I'm gonna write the synopsis. I'm gonna start, you know, completely change gears and go over to my YA Gothic book and work on that for a little bit so my mind can get cleared out with this. And then when we come back for draft 2, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I feel it. All right, well, I'm gonna go take a break because I freaking deserve it. Heck yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here on this whole journey with me. I can't wait to talk to you guys down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.